नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल। मैं आपका होस्ट एंड दोस्त निखिल श्रीधर लेकर आया हूँ एक नया सवाल। क्या है वो सवाल? आजकल की बहुत ही सुर्खियों में रहा है। ओके, वाई फोर्ड कंपनी इज क्लोजिंग इट्स मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इन इंडिया। सो in newspapers we have seen that this good company brand from America. Okay, so it entered India in 1995. Okay, we'll go into the history later. Okay, but first we will know what happened. Okay, what happened actually that led to the closing of this company. It's a very renowned company. Okay, so first we'll go to the manufacturing plants. Okay, what Ford is doing, that it's closing its manufacturing plants, which is in Sanand in Gujarat and Chennai. Chennai is also called the Detroit of India. Okay, so due to this, 4,000 employees have been affected. Okay, 4,000 employees have been affected. The 25 years, there has been a loss of total 2.5 billion dollar loss of this company. Okay, so you will ask, why is it going in losses? Okay, in actual understanding, Ford did not understand the Indian market. It's very clearly seen when, if you see, during the lockdown, what happened? People did not invest in the car. Okay, they did not invest their money in car. People did not had the money. Okay, they used all their savings for either for themselves or they kept it in the bank. Okay, now what happened? Okay, because see, in lockdown what happened, nobody was allowed to take their cars also out. Okay, only essential services were allowed. Okay, so what happened to the private vehicles? People did not buy it. Okay, that was the another reason, but that happened in the COVID lockdown. But what about now scenario? Okay, India expected a growth, the India's growth is 25%. Okay, GDP में 25% का बढ़ोतरी हुआ है. Okay, उसमें वी कव आया है. वी कव मतलब क्या? जैसे मार्केट ऐसे डाउन हो गया, वैसे ही मार्केट उसी तेजी से ग्रो हो रहा है मार्केट. ओके, उसे बोलते हैं वी कव. मतलब पहले प्रोडक्शन कम हो रहा था, कम, वही वी कव यहाँ पे हमें मिल रहा है. प्रोडक्शन अभी फिर से बढ़ रहा है. उससे क्या हुआ, बीच में ही बूम आ गया. ओके, मार्केट में बूम आ गया, लोगों को गाड़ियां चाहिए, क्योंकि क्या है, सी इफ यू सी द ट्रेन्स, they are essential, they are not essential, it's an essential subject, but for common man trains were not allowed. Trains were only allowed for doctors, nurses, those who are related to the healthcare services. Okay, but what about the other people who are going by private vehicles? So after the COVID lockdown, they were the restrictions were relaxed, but people were not able to go by trains. Okay, so they had to resort and buy private vehicles for them. Okay, so that's why there is a boom in this sector, in the car purchasing sector. Okay, what happened in the lockdown? Lockdown impacted much to this company. Okay, the sales got reduced, and also they did not see, there is another problem which arose. Okay, that is the problem of acute shortage of chips. So chips, you must be knowing, like in Bluetooth of the cars, there is a LED display. Then there are so many semiconductors which are used for making the car. Okay, for making the display, making the Bluetooth, various semiconductors are used. Okay, so what these big car companies, small car companies also, they outsource these materials. Okay, they outsource the wheels, the parts. Okay, and then they assemble. Let's for take example of Ford, they assemble in Sanand of Gujarat, then they assemble in Chennai. Okay, these companies don't make those semiconductors. Who makes those semiconductors? China is the one. Okay, and there is ASEAN nations. Which nations? ASEAN nations. ASEAN nations means association. It's a short form of what? Association of Southeast Asian nations. Okay, so what happened when there was no order? Okay, when people are not buying the cars, these car companies, they did not put order of semiconductors. Okay, so there is now an acute shortage of chips, semiconductors. Why? Because these companies, they are MSME. MSME means medium size small businesses, medium businesses. Okay, they are not big companies, they are small companies who make this semiconductor. Now what happened when there was no order? They did not had any work. Okay, they had to leave their employees, they had to remove their employees. What happened due to that? There was no export order, no employee, but in between this demand got boomed just after the wave. Okay, after the COVID wave, be it second wave, be it first wave. Okay, now what happened? See, boom happened. Okay, people started to buy the vehicles. I've told you the reasons also. Now what happened? Many cars are still on the waiting list. So you will ask, sir, why they are on the waiting list? Okay, why can't they? Why can't we purchase the cars? Okay, so thing is that for this small item, okay, 5 to 10,000 rupees item, semiconductor, the entire car is put on hold. Okay, people are not able to buy the car. In some cases, people are taking like 15 days waiting. Okay, and market analysts have predicted that by the year 2023, okay, this meet, this demand meet can be, taken off. Till then, there is no recovery of this. Okay, so even if you see the mobile companies, the TV companies, whichever electronic items which are using semiconductors, they are not able to make it. Okay, when you go to the companies, to the mobile shops, okay, you order some mobiles. Okay, there are mobile, you can get them, but there was this thing, Chinese boycott. Okay, after the COVID wave, people started to blame China. Okay, and so they boycotted their goods. In this goods, there was this good also, semiconductors. Okay, and people did not order them. See, Chinese boycott. Okay, now the Tata company has come forward and they will be making this semiconductors in India also. Okay, which company? Tata Group. Okay, Ratan Tata. Okay, now this, what is the third reason why Ford failed in India? Okay, why did Ford fail? It did not understand the Indian market. Okay, every Indian wants good product in less price. Okay, मतलब किफायती दामों में अच्छी से अच्छी चीजें चाहिए इंडियन लोगों को. ओके, पहले तो चीज थी माइलेज. पेट्रोल का भाव कितना हो रहा है? मुंबई का तो 108 हो रहा है, 108 पर लीटर. ओके, बाकी सिटीज में रहेगा कुछ 105, 108, मतलब करीबन 100 के ऊपर ही अभी पेट्रोल. पेट्रोल के बारे में अपन एक अलग वीडियो बनाएंगे. ओके, जिसमें हम लोग बताएंगे कि भाई उसमें पेट्रोल का भाव कैसा बढ़ रहा है, टैक्सेस कहाँ से लगाते हैं. ओके, वो सब हम लोग बाद में. पर अभी जो भाव है 108 प्रति लीटर. ओके, और ये किसी को है ना, मतलब जो भी हो, रिच हो पुअर हो, पेट्रोल का भाव नहीं परवड़ रहा है. ओके, उसके वजह से क्या हो रहा है, बाकी सब दूध, ये सब चीजें महंगी हो गई. किसकी वजह से? पेट्रोल. पेट्रोल क्या है? ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है ना. पेट्रोल, डीजल, दे ट्रांसफर द स्टफ्स. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई योर प्रोडक्ट्स, their value increases due to this increase in petrol or diesel price. Okay, second जाने से पहले मैं माइलेज के लिए कंपैरिजन करता हूँ. ओके, सो इन मारुति कार्स you get a mileage of more than 30-35. Okay, in their cars you are getting 30-35 mileage. Mileage is always calculated is units is kilometers per liter. Mileage means you must have heard people saying about average. जैसे आपकी गाड़ी कितनी एवरेज दे रही है. ओके, एवरेज मतलब और कुछ नहीं, किलोमीटर्स प्रति लीटर. कितना किलोमीटर जाती है, समझो 1 किलोमीटर जाती है पर लीटर. ओके, तो ऐसे मारुति की कार्स है ना, वो 30 किलोमीटर्स, एग्जाम्पल ले रहा हूँ, कोई छोटी ऑल्टो ले ली उनकी, वो करीबन 30 किलोमीटर जाती है पर लीटर. ओके, उसके कंपैरिजन में ये जो फोर्ड की गाड़ियां हैं, ओके, द कार्स ऑफ फोर्ड, दे टेक 15 किलोमीटर्स पर लीटर, द सेम. ओके, that's why people don't like to afford this car because they are a class vehicles. Okay, because the parts they use, they are very strong. Okay, and this is, see, you see there is resale value in Maruti cars. You get more resale value. That's why people tend to buy the Maruti products, different brands. Okay, but they don't buy this American company because they know people are the resale value is gonna be less, because people are not going to buy this expensive stuff. And also there is a third point, expensive vehicle parts. जो भी उसके पार्ट्स है, समझो मैंने मारुति कोई गैरेज में गया, मेरा कुछ हेडलाइट टूट गया, ओके, तो वो रिप्लेस करवाना है. मारुति का जो हेडलाइट है वो मुझे 500 रुपये में पड़ जाएगा, वेरएस ये मुझे 5000 में पड़ जाएगा, और फिर से उसमें काम वाम करवाना, उसका अलग पैसा लेंगे, 40-50 हज़ार आपको खर्चा हो जाएगा. ओके, सो people usually don't buy these cars, फोर्ड के कार्स. फोर्ड में बहुत सारे कार्स है, अभी आप देखते हो फोर्ड एंडेवर, फोर्ड फिगो, फोर्ड इकोस्पोर्ट. ओके, there are many cars. Now what happened, just like how we are doing analysis of this company, why is it closing its manufacturing center, there are so many knowledgeable people in this company. Okay, when they started their manufacturing unit in India in 1995, so the people of Ford, okay, the technicians, the marketing people, they said to them that if you are going, okay, so you need to tie up with whom? Tie up with an Indian company, so that you are able to get to know about the market. Okay, so they tied up with Mahindra in the year 1995. It is said that, Scorpio was brought in the market by Mahindra. Mahindra learned so many things from Ford. Okay, how to make the cars more strong. Okay, now first car from the Ford company, first Ford car. Okay, its name was Ford Escort. You must have seen. Okay, so many people driving this Ford Escort, mainly rich people. Okay, they tend to buy these cars. Okay, now what happened, these cars are heavily maintained. You need heavy maintenance to maintain these cars. Okay, that's why Indian people don't go behind this car. Okay, they need the cars at a cheaper rates. Okay, now what happened, the same crisis that India is facing, that this company is facing, it's the same crisis is in Brazil. Okay, in Brazil also they shut their plant and they are going back to their country. Okay, in the same way, many other companies, American companies, they also left India. Which are those companies? Harley Davidson bike, and then another, there was General Motors, Chevrolet car. Okay, Chevrolet came under the General Motors. Okay, the company name was General Motors and their brand was Chevrolet. Okay, even these two companies have left India, the Indian market. Okay, now you can't buy these Chevrolet cars in India. They don't have any manufacturing hubs. Okay, now I won't talk much about this too. We will see in some later case studies. Okay, so what about this Harley Davidson? Okay, they also did the same mistake. Okay, these bikes, okay, they have a like engine as strong as 1000 cc. Okay, so those who wanted to buy cheap bikes or cheap cars, okay, they usually tended to buy these bikes. Okay, their engine is 1000 cc. Your Maruti Eco has the cc, engine cc as 1200 cc. Cc is a displacement. Okay, how much it displaces. Okay, so even so many bikes, their engine was more powerful even the cars. So, and also they took a lot of petrol. My mileage was also very less. Okay, So what happened in this Harley Davidson bike? I know this is not an Harley Davidson bike, but as a representation purpose I am saying this. Okay, so the person who is sitting here, now what happens in this engine? Okay, this engine gets heated up very fast, okay, and it's very hot. The Harley Davidson had to make special jeans pants to wear when they use those bikes. Okay, now what happened in America, the temperature is very cold, okay, and in India the temperature is very high, very hot. So this won't be good for the Indian market, right? These big engines, 1200 cc, 1400 cc, these are not good for the Indian weather. Indian weather is very hot. In America, there is cold climate, so you won't even know that the engine is very heated. Okay, so that's why this company also stopped its production in manufacturing, because they did not understand what the Indians needed. Okay. Now, how the question arises is how the Indian government can help this company for. Okay, कुछ ना कुछ तो करना चाहिए ना, क्योंकि क्या है, what happens is नाम खराब हो जाता है. ओके, इंडिया का नाम खराब हो जाता है. क्या है, हमारा इंडिया जो है ना, इंडिया इज डूइंग मेक इन इंडिया. व्हाट मेक इन इंडिया? सो इट्स सेइंग अदर कंपनीज टू इन्वेस्ट इन इंडिया. ओके, इन्वेस्ट इन इंडिया, you make your manufacturing. Okay, so this happened due to globalization, but what's happening, it's very bad. And also Indian government, it's charging 40% as the taxes on the cars, because cars is a luxury item. Okay, and what they can do is they can reduce the taxes. Okay, so that they can help the Ford, but they did not help. You see, if you buy a car of 10 lakhs, then you have to pay 4 lakhs as the taxes to the Indian government, so it's very high. Now what happened, if Ford is going, then what are the aftermaths? Okay, if you are owning a Ford vehicle, okay, so the service stations are open. Okay, their service stations are open. You can go there, you can service your vehicles. Okay, parts will be available. But what's happening is, there are some vehicles in the showrooms. Okay, the dealers are there, right? मतलब जो भी अभी ये कंपनी है फोर्ड, उसका डीलरशिप बहुत सारे दूसरे छोटे छोटे दुकान वालों ने लिया होगा. ओके, उनके पास कुछ कार्स पड़ी होंगी. ओके, वो जब तक बेचते नहीं है सब कुछ, तब तक फोर्ड इंडिया में ही. ओके, जब ये सब बेच देंगे तब वो फोर्ड चली जाएगी. ओके, तो एक टिप दूंगा आपको कि फोर्ड के अभी जो भी व्हीकल्स हैं, आप नियरेस्ट स्टोर में जाइए. ओके, आपको करीबन, मुझे तो लगता है 40 से 50% आपको ऑफ में मिल जाएगा जो भी व्हीकल है. क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम जब शेवरोलेट जब गई थी इंडिया छोड़ के, तो करीबन 20-30 लाख की जो व्हीकल्स है वो करीबन 15-12 लाख में तो दे दिया और चले गए वो लोग. ओके, तो आप भी ढूंढिए, आपके नज़दीक में कहीं पे मिलता है फोर्ड की कार्स बहुत सारी, फोर्ड फीगो, फोर्ड इको स्पोर्ट. आप भी कम पैसों में गाड़ियां ले, क्योंकि ये सब कंपनियां अभी छोड़ के जा रही है, तो उनको फटाफट बेचना है माल. ओके, तो यही था आज का पूरा इशू, उसके बारे में अपन ने बात की है. ओके, मिलेंगे हम लोग नेक्स्ट सेशन में. थैंक यू सो मच.